Good morning, guys. So, apparently the guy who escaped prison for murdering his girlfriend decided to take a little catwalk or nap in someone else's house last night. Not really a cat nap, but he entered someone else's home, and the guy woke up, and it was, he said, a very creepy, scary experience. He said that him and his family had been joking about it earlier in the night and saying, why would he come here? And then they went to bed, and he left the back French door unlocked, and he heard someone downstairs, and I'll let him tell you the story himself. I'll add the video right now. I just wanted to let you guys know that he decided to go into someone's home. So this guy is very brave and ballsy, and I feel like everybody who lives in that area should definitely lock their doors. Even if they don't think it'll happen, it could happen, and this guy's story is proof. So if you could please hit that like and subscribe button, and you maybe leave a comment below on what you think about this video I'm about to show you. I greatly appreciate it. Mostly if you could just subscribe. I'm trying to get to enough subscribers where I can upgrade my channel and do more content and, you know, update you more on things. There is one thing I have to say about the Idaho 4 case. They have decided, and I'll include a picture of that right before the video of the article. They are going to be keeping the house up even longer than October now, since Brian Kohlberger has decided to waive his right to a speedy trial. They've decided to keep the house up until at least December, and then they're going to reevaluate it. So it's not going to be demolished in October like we all thought. So I just thought I'd add that into this video, and here's the video of what the guy had to say about his experience with this convict who came in his home last night.
898 from a news article or news affiliate called the Argonaut. So they are letting us know that the demolition of the house will be postponed. The house will not be coming down this semester at least. They will reconvene and reappropriate what they want to do with the house in December. But for at least this semester, that house will not be touched, and this is due into correlation with Kohlberger, again, releasing his right to a speedy trial. So we do not know when this trial will actually take place. He has a hearing on the 13th. That will be for the cameras in the courtroom issue. And then on the 22nd, that's the big one.
What would you do if an escaped murderer showed up in your house? My next guest thinks he had that unique experience last week. Today, day 10 of the manhunt for Danelo Cavalcante, convicted last month of first-degree murder in the 2021 killing of his ex-girlfriend, stabbing her nearly 40 times in front of her children. Cavalcante, who was 34, was sentenced to life, but before his transfer to state prison on August 31st at about 9 in the morning, he escaped from the Chester County Jail about 30 miles west of Philadelphia by crab walking between two walls of the roof. He ran across the roof, scaled another fence, and then got through more razor wire. Neither the tower guard overlooking the prisoners nor the person tasked with monitoring the facility's cameras saw the escape as it happened. The tower guard, an 18-year veteran, he was fired yesterday. By Friday, nearly 400 local, state, and federal officers were scouring an 8-square-mile stretch of woods near an area called Longwood Gardens, where Cavalcante was seen around noon on Thursday. One of the 8 or 9 reported sightings that were deemed credible by authorities. You're about to hear a one-of-a-kind tale about one such sighting last Friday evening, about 1.5 miles from the county prison. Ryan Drummond joins me now. Ryan, thank you for being here. Paint the picture. It's last Friday night. It's close to midnight. You're home. You're in bed. Wife's in bed. Kids are in bed. What happened?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. So Friday, even before we went to bed, we were all out on the deck, enjoying our Friday. And we were locking up the house because we knew that there was a prisoner on the loose. And we had this old French door that was off the side of our deck. And I really struggled to get it locked. And my daughter was very concerned. I said, don't worry, he's probably nowhere near here. And of course, why would he ever come to this door? So we end up going to sleep. I hear a noise at around 11:30. I walk out of the bedroom, and from my bedroom, I can look down. So I look down towards the living room, and the kitchen's off to the side. And I thought I heard a noise. I went back to my wife, and I said, hey, I don't want to freak you out, but I think there might be somebody downstairs. Grab your phone. I went back out. I saw that the door was slightly ajar. That's when my stomach dropped. I ran down the hallway to make sure all my kids were accounted for. And when I came back, I could start to hear, a little bit of shuffling. So I grabbed any kind of weapon that I could, and ironically, the only thing that I had there was a a picture frame of my wife and kids. And when I grabbed it, I did like a frisbee motion. Should I go over the head? And in that moment, I realized how ridiculous this is. Here you have this guy who's a murderer surrounded by steak knives, because we did have steak that night. And I looked to my left and saw the light switch and decided to flick the light switch on and off 3 or 4 times. And there was a little bit of a pause. And then he flicked the light switch back at me from the kitchen. So that was kind of the acute moment of terror. I turned to my wife. I said, he's downstairs. Call 911 right now. And at that point, there was a little bit of a pause. And, I wasn't sure if he was going to come up the steps, in which case I would, have to go down and there would be a confrontation. And in that moment, I saw him walk out of the kitchen into the living room, not even running, just kind of walking methodically. He had a white shirt, white bag, white hat, and he went out that French door. And by that time, I was on the phone with the police, and they arrived moments later.
Ryan, real quick, because I'm limited on time. Do you think that he was signaling to you, stay where you are and nobody gets hurt? Is that what you interpreted that flick of the switch to be?
I do. I mean, I flicked to let him know I know you're downstairs, and I feel like he was flicking back going, yeah, I'm here. So I think you're on
Ryan, a lot of local businesses, quick final thought. This has been devastating for local businesses that have had to close. You've got one top of mind. What is it?
Carco. We have a gas station, convenience store. There's not a lot around here, so he stayed open. He supported the cops. He's given them Gatorades, let them use the air conditioning as refuge, and he's lost, at this point, 9 days of customers. And I feel for the guy, and anybody local, hope they can support him.
Good message. What a hell of a story. Thank you for being here to tell it. We appreciate it.
All right, thank you.